is not to bash anyone, to talk about anyone, to put anyone down. This is simply my side of the story, and to let anybody who knows me or anybody who watches this video, to let them know what was going on. This is in the past. There's no beef. There's no nothing. We don't even follow each other on social media. We don't even really talk to each other. And if we did or was around each other, it wouldn't be no issue. What's up, gang? It's Nay, aka Pretty.Petite. So today I'm doing a story time. It's currently 10:01 p.m. but who cares? Anyway, before we get into it, let me just mention my business, the Pretty Collection on Instagram. I'm about to start selling really soon, so if you want lip gloss, lashes, and sunglasses, you should make a purchase. Okay. Also, before we get into it, subscribe, like, comment, share, turn on the post bell notifications so you get notified when I upload, because we're finna really get into it. Okay. Now this story time is about my girl best friend. She ain't my best friend at all. My ex-girl best friend. So I'm gonna talk about what happened, what led up to this point. If you see me looking down, it's because I have the messages and how I found out everything and all that. So let's get into it for real. Okay, so I'm gonna start off from the beginning. A lot of people don't know the very beginning. So one day after school, this is high school, sophomore year, 2018. So one year, it was in October, and we were coming inside from doing an activity in our history class. Our history teacher had all his classes come outside and do a whole bunch of stuff, water fight or something like that. Anyways, so afterwards we went to the bathroom, was changing because this happened right before school was finna let out. So everybody was trying to hurry up so they can make sure that they be out by 2:05 and catch the bus. So at least I'm talking with my hands. Okay, so we're in the bathroom. It's 4, 5, maybe 6 girls in there that, like, we all knew each other, and it was people in and out the bathroom, of course, because I mean we're still in school. So I'm gonna give her a fake name, Sarah. We're gonna call her Sarah. Sarah is my best friend. So I'm not gonna give nobody else a name because either they're irrelevant or they're not really in the story that much. Okay, so we was all in the bathroom, and me and Sarah was talking it up, chatting it up with everybody else, and this girl came in, and she was a black girl. She was a little on the heavier side. She wasn't like, you know, but she was on the heavier side. And, you know, she used the bathroom, washed her hands, all that, and she was about to leave. But one thing I don't like is rudeness. And when people don't say excuse me, or if I say excuse me and they got an attitude, whatever the case. So one thing she did not do is say excuse me. Mind you, we're changing and getting ready to leave the building. So there is plenty of girls out in the open, because first of all of our stalls wasn't working. Either the locks didn't work or it was just too cramped, so we was all just, you know, out there. We had on clothes. It was just, you know. So when she was walking out, she didn't say excuse me. She just, you know, tried to squeeze on by, and like we was moving out the way, but she walked out the bathroom, or at least we thought she walked out the bathroom, and ooh, my nail, ooh, Lord, don't mind it. Anyways, so she walked out the bathroom, and we was all looking at each other like, dang, she could have said excuse me or whatever, because we was really just chopping it up, laughing, kicking. Mind you, we wasn't mad, we wasn't saying nothing like that, but it was very rude how she did it. So we was like, dang, she could have said excuse me. So she walked back in the bathroom. Mind you, I ain't the only one that said nothing, and I ain't the one that said something first. Somebody else had said something, but I was like looking and stuff. And I was like, yeah, she could have said excuse me, you know. So she came back into the bathroom, and she gonna say, what did you say? Now, mind you, like I said, it's like 5 of us, 6 of us. She looked at me, and I don't know why she looked at me, because first of all, she made it a bigger deal than what it was. She was acting like we was just, you know, really getting on her, and we wasn't. We was just saying like, dang, or whatever, and we was moving on. Like, we wasn't still talking about it. She came in the bathroom like, what did you say? And I turned around because I was like, dang, she can't be talking to me. Somebody find me. Because out of everybody in here, you gonna pick out me, like me. If you know me, like, why? Come on now. So, anyways. So, I said, huh? Now, I know what she was asking, but I just understand why she was doing it towards me. Because there's other people in the bathroom, for one. For two, it's really not that big of a deal. She really could have just kept walking out the bathroom. Anyways. So, she was like, you heard what I said? And I was like, you just could have said excuse me. That's all. Looking her dead in her face, because she got the wrong one. I might be petite, but baby, it's definitely me. Anyways. So, she was like, I didn't have to do anything, or whatever. It was all just, you know, we was all looking around at each other like, this girl crazy. Because, like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Like, she must have really just had a bad day, or really just wanted to fight somebody at the school. Because I promise you, it really wasn't that big of a deal. So she was like, ain't funny. And I'm just like, like, I'm trying not to laugh, but who I am, like, girl, what are you talking about? Because it's really not that serious, so you're doing too much. Like, girl, back up. So then Sarah, my best friend, she had said something. I don't remember what was said, and I don't have receipts of this because this was like in person or whatever. So she had said something. She had said something. And then the girl started talking to her. Because me and the girls going back and forth for a little bit. It wasn't like a whole big thing yet. So then Sarah, my best friend, jumped into it. And she was like, basically defending me and was like, you ain't gotta talk to her like that. It's not a big deal. Blase, blase. So then it escalated. The girl wanted us to fight, pretty much. I'm trying to, you know, speed past this because this isn't the whole story. So the girl was basically trying to fight or whatever, and the bell rings and we're arguing back and forth. People are starting to crowd around the bathroom. I was gonna say her name. Sarah calls her brother down there, and he came into the bathroom, not all the way in the bathroom. The way our bathroom was, it was like a little space before you walk around the corner, and then it's the bathroom. So we was in that little space because we was trying to leave, mind you, because the bell was ringing. At the time, I was catching the bus to go to a friend's house every day. So I'm trying to hurry up and get up out of there. I'm not really worried about you. You really doing too much over this little bit of situation. You should say excuse me. It is what it is. So we trying to go. And she going back and forth with us, and we're hollering and screaming and yelling and all that, mind you. Like I said, my best friend's brother came down there. But this other girl came down there. We're gonna give her a name too. Child, I don't know. I did not think about that. I did not think about her name. We're gonna name her Pick Me. So Pick Me came down there, and apparently the girl that was talking to us and, well, trying to fight us and Pick Me were friends. Apparently they were friends. So they were really close friends. Mind you, I ain't never seen this girl. Me or my best friend ain't never seen this girl that was trying to fight us this whole time that we've been at the school. And I ain't never seen her with Pick Me, so I didn't know nothing about them being cool. But you know, that ain't none of my business. Whatever. Y'all friends, cool. So Pick Me was down there in the bathroom, well, trying to get into the bathroom, and she was arguing with my best friend, and I was arguing with the other girl, and my best friend's brother was trying to hold us back, and then the officers, the security or whatever, came and was holding the girl back, and she was like, you know, going back for fighting words. I can really, you know, beat you, all that, you know. So I'm like, do it then. Cause this whole time, mind you, she's the one that was all big and bad, came into the bathroom acting like she was gonna do something. And mind you, this is like minutes later. Like, this is like, all this went on for like 10-15 minutes. And even after the bell rung. So she put her hands on me not once. And I'm confused at this point. Like, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. So I was like, okay, you keep talking, but you ain't doing nothing. You keep talking, but you ain't doing nothing. Do it then, do it then, do it then. And I don't like talking. Like, come on now, let's get it together. I am not the type of person to fight, but I will hold my own if I have to. But we're not gonna talk about it. If you're gonna do it like you said you was. Because she kept saying that she was gonna, you know, do it. So then Pick Me started arguing with me, and the other girl was arguing with Sarah, my best friend. So we like, it's 2-on-2, and I'm just like, we're not doing this right now. Like, in my head, I'm really thinking like, is this for real? So she was, the officers or whatever was holding her back, and she was, you know, doing all that, and she hit me, but she didn't mean to hit me. I know that sounds so stupid, but she really didn't, because she was talking with her finger. Her finger did like it, because I was trying to get her face, but you know, she wasn't throwing no punches. She wasn't doing nothing. She was fighting the police officer when she was trying to fight me. So I don't know, but anyway, Sarah's brother was holding us back, whatever, especially Sarah, because Sarah had already been in altercations before, and I mean, she wasn't a super hothead, but she had some different things to go on, and she didn't need to be in no more trouble. So, okay, so everything finally died down. And moral of that day's story, I missed the bus. So I missed the bus. Mind you, I was riding the bus with a friend to go to her house, and she was looking for me, and she was waiting at the door. Like, we always meet up at the door. She ended up missing the bus too, which I was very sorry for, because like, but her mom understood. She came to pick us up and all that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm mad, I'm hot, I'm calling my mama and everything. So she really got me stirred up, and I'm looking back like, she didn't even do nothing. Oh, and another thing, she was really talking like, I can't wait to see you around. When I see you around, that's your all that. Like, mind you, a little while after that, like maybe like the next week or so, I seen her, and I kept seeing her within that same week. I seen her a few times. All she did was look at me. She didn't do nothing else. And after that, she disappeared. I ain't never seen that girl. And it wasn't even like, mind you, this is in October, so it's not like she graduated or whatever. I don't know if she moved or whatever. I don't care. Because I didn't see her before the situation, and I only seen her a few times after the situation, and then it was like she disappeared. So, obviously, wasn't nothing to be worried about, because she didn't do what she said she was going to do. But, you know, that's whatever. That's neither here or there. So, Sarah and Pick Me was still bickering, and it led to a day that they were gonna fight. Now, we're still in October. I don't know if this was like the next day or next couple days or the week after it, but it wasn't long after the altercation, because they was still beefing or whatever. And I wasn't beefing with nobody. I wasn't beefing with Pick Me. I knew that they were still beefing or whatever, going back and forth. But I didn't, like, I wasn't into it. I didn't like her no way. Pick Me was literally a Pick Me. Like, anyways, I don't like people who think they looks is gonna get them everywhere. But like I said, she seemed cool most of the time, but I could never see myself being friends with somebody like that. But you know, maybe she's changed. Like I said, this ain't to bash nobody or nothing. This is simply my side of the story. So one day after lunch, they were supposed to fight. Pick Me and my best friend Sarah. So Pick Me wore a dress. Mind you, this fight was already set up prior to this day. Prior to this day, she wore a dress. Come on now. Now you know. Hold on, I gotta eat one of my grapes. If you ain't never had frozen grapes, you missing out. Okay. So okay. The fight was already like established. We was already finna get down there. Mind you, it was just supposed to be one-on-one. It was just supposed to be Sarah and Pick Me after lunch. So I knew about it, of course, but you know, that's about it. Like, we didn't know exactly when, but then we was like, not we as in me, but you know, everybody was like, after lunch basically was the best time for it. Best time for it, I know. So like I said, she wore a dress, and everybody know, like, come on now, you don't fight no dress. So we talking about her. We talking about, you scary. You wore a dress on the day you supposed to fight. You knew you were supposed to be fighting. That's why you wore a dress, because you didn't want to get your beat all wet. So yeah. So Pick Me had these other two little friends, right? So Pick Me didn't fight, but Pick Me friends tried to jump my best friend Sarah. Now Sarah had her own. She didn't get beat up or nothing like that, but I could not get into it. I was trying to. Mind you, I'm really trying to get over there. Well, I wasn't far, but how everything was, people was pushing me. Mind you, I'm petite and I'm 5'1". Come on now. People was pushing me. I got hit with a door by one of our police officers. Yeah, and I got pushed back by him. The other police officer was standing in front of me, holding me back so I wouldn't go over there. And so I'm like, bruh. And so there was another mutual friend, and she was over there trying to help her out or whatever the case. And mind you, I couldn't see nothing either because I'm short. Everybody's standing in front of me. This tall police officer standing in front of me, holding me back. And I'm like, bruh, move. But I ain't dumb either. Now this is, I'm going to tell you why I ain't try harder. Excuse me. I'm a black female, and I'm short, and we're in a public school. I'm not finna test my life like that. I'm not finna put my life in danger for a fight. Mind you, she was holding her own, and it wasn't like I was just standing back like, ooh, no, it wasn't even like that. I just couldn't get over there. I couldn't get to her. And I just got hit with the door too. Like, come on. So, I'm not finna risk my life. I'm not finna fight the police officer to help you with this fight. I'm not gonna do it because at the end of the day, you had it, the other girl had it, y'all was good. You messed up their face more than they messed up yours. Or, you know, I see where it could be like, dang, you didn't have your best friend. But at my end, I ain't having no choice because I wasn't finna get the boxing. I wasn't finna get tased. I wasn't finna get hit. I wasn't finna do nothing with a police officer because I ain't stupid. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. So, I was trying to call her brother. I had her brother's number. And we all went to the same school. So, he was upstairs in class or somewhere. And I was trying to call him, but he wasn't answering. We were in class. Well, other people was in class if you didn't have that lunch. But, you know, I feel like he was always on his phone, so I was just like, let me call him, I called her mama, I called her daddy. I texted her brother, both her brothers, I think I texted. And so they had broke it up for a little bit. So it was some doors right outside the cafeteria to go into this little classroom. But it's 2 doors to it. But is it 2 or 4? I think it's just 2. Either way, my best friend was in one room. They were still kind of going back and forth. So Sarah ran to the other door and came out. Mind you, police officer right there. So he trying to push her back in and all that. Basically, they got to fighting, obviously. So I'm heated because I couldn't help my best friend. And if you know me, I'm a helper. Even though the situation was bad, I should have been able to get to her. But like I said, I wasn't gonna risk it with the police officers. Like, if it was any other staff, maybe, probably. But it's police officers. And they was holding me back. Plus, other people were pushing me, other students. It was a lot of us because it was just coming out of lunch. And everybody always want to see a fight because that's how people in high school are. So I was heated. And so that's where I met one of my friends. Hey, Nisha. She was with me. Mind you, I didn't really know her that well, but she was with me. She was trying to calm me down, talk to me about it, help me look for her brother and all that. Sarah's brother. So, yeah. So, let me just say, I had a conversation with Sarah. I had a conversation with Sarah, explaining my side and like what happened. I don't even have the messages. Was it in messages or in person? I think it was in messages, but I'm not sure. I don't have them. So basically, I was explaining my side and why I couldn't help her and what happened, why she was like focusing on the fight, like I just couldn't get to you or whatever. And I was explaining to her all that, and she said that she understood, and that we were good. So, you know, we move on from that. Also, let me just say, we in high school now, but we was best friends for, we've been, at the time, we were best friends for 5 years. So, I seen her grow over the years, and she seen me grow, of course. But what I'm getting at is I seen her change, and not in a particularly good way. I seen her change in a way I didn't like, in a way that wasn't my best friend, the one that I befriended in 5th grade. So what I'm about to go into with the receipts and everything, it wasn't such a big surprise of everything. It was just how it happened and the fact that I feel like I wasted my time at the time. Now I know it was just a listen, but it wasn't. Now I'm mad because I just did 2 videos that were pretty, you know, long, like the clip, and it's gone. So now I have to redo it because one of the videos was me doing the receipts over why we're not best friends no more. So let's get into it. I'm gonna try to shorten this. Okay, so after all that happened, my friend messaged me in the group chat on Instagram. It was me, her, and my other friend, our mutual friend, in the group chat. I'm gonna give them a name. The girl who asked the question and brought it to my attention, we're gonna name her Tammy, and the other girl name is gonna be, we're not gonna give her a name. We're not gonna give her a name because she only said a couple things, but the girl Tammy is gonna be mentioned a little bit, just a little bit though. So Tammy messaged me on Instagram and was like, "You and Sarah good?" Ooh, bless me. She was like, you and Sarah good? And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't we be? And don't say nothing. As in, don't say it ain't nothing. So she texted me back and was like, because she was throwing shade at how she don't have friends and how she can't trust her best friend to jump when she needs you to on her Snap. Mind you, I don't have Snapchat. I only have Instagram. This is, just thinking about it is like, I only have Instagram. And she knew that. She was my best friend, so she knew that. So I didn't see it, ain't heard nothing, ain't seen nothing. And so the other friend that's in the group chat was like, oh yeah, I remember she said something like that after she got into it with the altercation with those two girls. And Tammy was like, yeah, but now she's talking about it again, so that's why I was asking. So this happened after, mind you, the fight happened in October. This is December. This is December 22nd, 2018. Why is it being brought back up? So I was like, WTF, thanks for telling me. And so Tammy sent me the screenshot of the story. Sarah had posted, none of my homegirls never want to hang. None of my friends never text me. Can't trust my best friend to jump when the time is needed. With the laughing face. None of that. Why y'all think I be hanging out with my brother's friends? Because y'all bees are something else. Like that, AWS, y'all bees only hit me up if I have tree or if I hit y'all up first. Which ain't true for everybody. Anyways, she said, so yeah, that's dead. Y'all dead, and that is dead, period. And she was like, ha, yeah, y'all bees ain't on ish. But, yeah. And I'm just like, now, mind you, we're best friends. So I knew about the different things that was happening with her other friends or our mutual friends or whatever. And it was somewhat true how they didn't really, hit her up or whatever. But she was really stretching it. Because a lot of times we would. And mind you, we go to school. This is October. We see each other at school every single day. So it's not like they just wasn't talking to her. That's what threw me. And what threw me was the best friend thing. Girl, anyways. So I texted her and I quoted, because she was throwing shade at how she don't have friends and how she can't trust her best friend to jump when she needs you to on her Snap. End quote. That's what we on? Question mark? Is what I asked Sarah. And she said, I went on a little rant. Yes. What about it? And what B done told you what I posted with laughing faces? Mind you, all through this, she's sending laughing faces, kissy faces, and all that. And I said, you don't think that's kind of effed up? What's wrong with you? And it don't matter, Sarah. She wasn't being messy. She was making sure we were okay, which is very true. She was asking us if we was good. And she was like, then I was like, but obviously not, since you got so much ish to say on Snapchat. And she was like, just a little. Ain't nothing. And tell that B to worry about herself. Touch her nose. Anyways, I was like, it was Tammy, so don't be disrespectful. And I'm glad she said something, because why the F you on Snapchat with that knowing I wasn't gonna see it? That's what we on for real? Like, come on now, Sarah. You real disrespectful for that ish, bro. On me, that's some snake ish, and I don't know what the F you got going on, but you need to fix it. I'm tired of bringing stuff to your attention when I shouldn't have to. You too old for that. Because we are at this point. Now, yes, we still young, but at some point, you gotta grow up. I've always been mature, but of course, there are times where I've been immature. But with stuff like this, you will never catch me doing some snake stuff like this. But maybe maybe her headspace is much different now. But at the time, I'm still like, we too old for this. Like, why? And I had brought up I'm tired of bringing stuff to your attention, because we had already recently before this, had conversations about our friendship and us working on it and trying to better our friendship, because we were drifting. She was distancing herself, and I'm just like, what is going on, and she was telling me about it and a whole bunch of personal stuff and family issues, and I was trying to explain to her, that's why I'm here. You need to talk to me. And I've always been an understanding person. I've always been a person you can come to about anything. So I didn't understand why my own best friend wasn't confiding in me like she had in the past. And it was just, I just didn't understand. So, like I said, I'm looking down here on my iPad because I have the messages on here. And she was like I said, tell her to touch her nose. And I posted it on IG too. It just didn't post.
Boy, if you don't...
So you didn't post it on IG because it didn't post. Okay. Anyways, I said, do you think this is funny or cute? Because she has any kissing faces and laughing faces. I said, do you think this is funny or cute? It ain't. She ain't got nothing to do with this. This is about me and you. WTF? What the F? The issue? Huh? You just said you posted on IG. It just didn't post. You contradicting yourself. You ain't posted because it ain't post, period. And she was like, nah and nah. And the issue is she was being real childish. She was like, da da da, and post some drum emojis, I guess, for the drum roll or whatever. Immature. Anyways, she was like, I don't feel like we're close anymore. That's just me, and I know because it didn't post when I was trying to post it. WTF, I was in birdsong when I was trying to post it, which is still very like, what to me? Because it's like, why would you post something like that in the first place? And if anything's gonna post to Snapchat, it's gonna post to Instagram. If anything, it's gonna post to Instagram first because Snapchat be BS. It be BS. So I put in all caps, duh, we ain't close like we used to be, but I thought we was working on it. That's your MFing fault, not mine, period. You're the one that said you've been going through a lot, and that's what made you distance yourself. You've been acting fine for the last couple weeks, and I don't know what made you put that little best friend thing in there, but since you feel that way, F you, and if this friendship, my bad. But since you feel that way, F you, and F this friendship, disrespect, blatant disrespect, I'm done. And she said, I know it's my fault, with the laughing face, and then she was like, and alright. And I said, as long as you know, honey, with the, and it just, I just don't get it because, like, I just feel like if anybody ever has a problem with me, all they gotta do is come to me about it. I came to her, my luggage. I came to her house feeling about our relationship, our best friendship or whatever. And so she should be able to come to me about how she was feeling. If she felt like I wasn't doing a good enough job as her best friend, she should have said something. Because why are you going to continue to technically be best friends with this person and then sneak diss them on social media? That don't make sense. If you don't like somebody, cut it off. If you don't want to be best friends or just cool with them, nobody, with that person, cut it off. And I'm such an understanding person. I try to be, at least, and all she had to do was say something. So not only did she not say something, she decided to sneak diss me on a social media app that I didn't have, and then turned around and tried to say that she tried to post it on there. And I know what happened with this screenshots. I ended up sending this screenshot to my friend, and I sent it because she had posted it after I had already texted her about it. So you just decided to put it on both social medias. And you decided to do it after I said something. Because you was going to birdsong. Don't play with me. I'm not stupid. But I just feel like I put so much time, energy, and I put my all into a friendship, and it wasn't reciprocated after a period of time. She was one of the most loyal friends I had ever had, and all it went down the drain within 5 years. I had seen her change. I had seen her become a new person, but I was still trying to work with her because I knew in the back of my mind, we're getting older, we're changing, things change. It is what it is. So I'm still trying to be friends and be best friends, but I'm still treating her like she's an old Sarah, and she's not. And it kind of backfired because I was doing that. Even after the situation, we were cordial. Now right after when we got back, because this was December 22nd, this was after Christmas break. So I mean, this was during Christmas break. So after Christmas break, when we got back to school, we had class together. We wasn't talking. We was talking to the friends. We had mutual friends in that class. We was in the same area, but we wasn't talking to each other for a while. Then after a while, we started, you know, being more and more cordial or whatever, and which was fine. Like I said, no beef. But it wasn't the same. She would still take pictures on my phone every now and then. We had done some dances together with other people, like Trillers and, you know, all that. So I don't know. It kind of hurt because, like I said, I put my all into it, but it is what it is at the end of the day, because I can't do nothing about it now. I don't want to do nothing about it now. I know everything happens for a reason, and this is what's best for the both of us, because I don't like the person that she became, and I know I deserve better when it comes to my friends. And obviously I know who my real friends are because they were the ones that brought it to my attention. They were the ones that said something, especially Tammy. So thanks, Tammy, you know who you are. I really appreciate that. It really showed me, okay, so she's not gonna be no good, no, any longer, that I need to focus on my new friends, which I did. I have more than three. I have 3 great close friends, and then I have other friends or whatever, but I'm glad Tammy said something, because nobody else would have brought it to my attention, because don't nobody really care. They probably, if we had mutual friends, but some of them was more so like for her, and I only knew them through her, and some of them was just like, we wasn't that close, and I didn't expect nothing from nobody, so I wasn't surprised that didn't nobody say nothing. I was just surprised that Tammy said something, you know what I mean? Like, I knew she was a good friend or whatever, but by this time we had only been friends for like a year. Excuse me. So it just, when it comes to friendships, it doesn't matter how long you've been friends with somebody. It doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. That don't determine a good friendship. You just don't. My good friends have been there since freshman year, but at the time it was only like a year, and I'm just like, but I do have a couple friends that's from middle school, so I'm glad about that. But as far as the best friend, it didn't work out for me. Now, will I ever have another best friend? Probably, but my 3 closest friends are like my best friends, so it's no need for no title, really. But I don't really want to keep going and going, because I can go on and on about this, really, because I don't really talk about it in depth. So it is, but you know, that's the story of how I lost my girl best friend. I do have another story about how I lost my boy best friend, but that's a more sad story. He passed away. I'll be talking about that, but not right now, obviously. I don't think it'll be my next story time either. I don't know. I have another story though that I really want to tell y'all, but we gonna wait. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so you can be notified when I upload. Like, because I'm trying to get into the algorithm. I'm a new YouTuber. I'm trying to get in the mix as quick as possible. So thank you for 70 something views and 20 something likes. I appreciate it. Let's get it up there. Okay, no. Okay, but yeah. I do want to mention, follow me on all social medias. It will be in the description box below. Don't forget about my business, the Pretty Collection, the Pretty.Petite collection, on Instagram, and I think that's it. So I'll be back very soon with another video. So when this posts, please give it some love, especially share it and like it. So bye.